Hi kids, today we want to talk about grammar. I really like to write, so I need to have good grammar. Let's begin. Okay kids, let's do advanced grammar. Okay kids, Chapter 7, Adverb Clauses. Today we are going to translate. The key to translating from Mandarin to English. 1. Identification. What is the verb? We will color the verb orange. Who is doing the action? Who is doing the verb? That is the subject. We will color the subject pink. What does the subject produce through his action? What is the object? We will color the object yellow. Next we ask, what is the verb tense? That is very important when you understand English sentences. The verb tense tells us time. And don't forget, the basic English sentence is subject, verb, plus object. Very important. SVO. All right, let's look at our exercise, and we're going to color the verb orange, the subject pink, the object yellow. We will color the verb tense clues blue. All right, let's begin. Okay, let's do the translations for Chapter 8. All right, number 1. Remember, let's find the verb. Color orange. Orange. Color the verb. Color the subject. Pink. Pink. Color the object. Yellow. Yellow. Color the verb tense indicator. Blue. This sentence is in the simple past. Number 2. Color the verbs. Orange. Orange. Color the subject. Color the subject. This is the object. Color yellow. These blue tell us the time, the verb tenses. Sentence 1, sentence A is simple past. Sentence B is past progressive. Remember, past progressive is was, were, plus verb ing. Number 3, use your orange. Color the verb. Color the verb. Pink for the subject. Color yellow for the object. This is an idiom. This is an idiom. To wear something to bed. That is an idiom. To wear something to bed. For example, I wear pajamas to bed. These sentences are in the simple past. All right, number 4. Again, take out your orange. Color the verb. Color the verb. Now this really isn't a verb. What it is the be verb plus a place. Take out your pink. Color the subject. Yellow, object. This tells us the verb tense. Sentence B is present progressive. Present progressive. Am, is, are plus verb ing. Number 5. Take out your orange. Color the verb. Color the verb. Pink for the subject. Yellow for the object. Now this is an idiom. It's an idiom. To know of something. All right, now sentence B is also present progressive. Am, is, are plus verb ing. Number 6. Orange for the verb. Orange for the verb. Pink for the subject. Yellow for the object. Okay, here is an adverb. That's an adverb. Now look here. The sentences are in simple past. But look here. Look here. Hope something. This is, we're going to use an infinitive phrase. So to plus a verb. So here we have this hope, and then we're going to use to. Okay? To plus a verb. This is an infinitive phrase as a direct object. It's an infinitive phrase as a direct object. Hope to do what? Oh, blah, 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 to find. All right, number 7. Take out your orange. Verb, 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 verb. Here is the pink for the subject. Subject. Here we have the yellow objects, the objects. This sentence is in the simple past. Now again, look at here. Again, we're going to have an infinitive phrase, to plus a verb. This is going to be an infinitive phrase. Remember, infinitive phrase, to plus a verb. Number 8, orange for the verb. Orange for the verb. Orange for the verb. Pink for the subject. Yellow for the object. This tells us the tense, the verb tense, that is simple past. This sentence, one subject, two verbs, and. Sentence B pattern, one subject, subject plus verb 1 and verb 2. All right, number 9. Again, orange is the verb. This really isn't a verb, is it? What is it? It is be verb plus adjective. All right? This tells us the subject. Pink is the subject. Yellow, the object. This tells us this is simple past. All right? All right, this is an idiom. Number 10, orange for the verb. Orange for the verb. Pink for the subject. Yellow for the object. This blue tells us the simple past. Now look at this. I underlined in green. It says know. Know what? Well, knew what? We're going to use a noun clause. This is a noun clause. Remember, a noun clause is a marker plus subject plus verb. Look. Subject. Verb. That tells us the tense. This is a noun clause as a direct object. Knew what? Direct object. Remember, marker plus subject, verb. Subject, verb. Number 11, orange is the verb. Orange is the verb. Pink is the noun. Yellow is the object. Again, look at, as I underlined in green, what's going on? Well, these sentences are in the simple past. Here, thought what? See? Thought what? That's a noun clause. See that? Marker plus subject plus verb. See? Subject, verb. This is a noun clause as a direct object. See? Thought what? Direct object. We're going to use a noun clause. Number 12. Color the verb orange. Orange. Color the subject, pink. Object, yellow. The sentence is in the simple past. Number 13, verb, verb. It's orange, pink, subject, object, yellow. This tells us it's in the simple past. See, simple past. Here is telling us that this is an idiom, to leave for work. That's an idiom, to leave for work. Okay, 1A. The professor removed his glasses. B. The professor shook his head with disappointment. Oh, look here. A is first, then B. That's important. 2A. I saw Arthur at noon. B. Arthur was running for the bus. 3A. Paul loved his boxing gloves. B. Paul even wore his boxing gloves to bed. 4A. My mom is next to a woman. B. The woman is wearing a red hat. 5A. I know of a pond. The pond is teeming with fish. 6A. Jackie frantically shuffled through her coin purse. B. Jackie hoped to find another quarter. 7A. The teacher relied on Mark's ability to count accurately. B. The teacher had Mark tally up the scores. 8A. Tom felt hungry. B. Tom went into the kitchen and opened up the fridge. 9A. This man was poor. B. This man didn't spend much money on clothes. 10A. These kids knew that their mom was coming home. B. These kids cleaned the flat. 11A. Frank whispered on his phone in bed. B. Frank thought that his younger brother was still asleep. 12A. The gang of soccer players whistled to themselves. B. The gang of soccer players walked down the road. 13A. My dad put on his jacket. B. My dad left the house for work. Okay, exercise 3. Make a sentence with a present participle phrase. 1A. The professor removed his glasses. B. The professor shook his head with disappointment. Okay, look at that. First A, then B. So remember, this is having plus past participle. All right, remember that. Okay. So, removed. Look at here. Remove, removed, removed. This is the past participle. Removed. All right? I don't need this. Describe the professor. Okay. Having removed his glasses, comma, the professor shook his head with disappointment. All right. Number 2. I saw Arthur at noon. B. Arthur was running for the bus. All right. Well, I want this out. All right. And I have here was running. So that is to run. And it becomes running. Okay. And I'm going to throw this at noon in front. That's just better. So I said at noon in front. You can always throw the time in front. Okay? So at noon, I saw Arthur running for the bus. Number 3. A. Paul loved his boxing gloves. B. Paul even wore his boxing gloves to bed. Okay. This Paul out. I have wore. That's to wear. Wearing. All right. Paul loved his boxing gloves, even wearing them to bed. All right, number 4. A. My mom is next to a woman. The woman is wearing a red hat. All right, it's out. Is wearing, so we know to wear. Wearing. All right. My mom is next to a woman wearing a red hat. Next one. 5A. I know of a pond. The pond is teeming with fish. All right. Get rid of that pond. Is teeming, so to teem becomes teeming. All right. I know of the pond teeming with fish. Remember, we know this pond, right? So we know it, it's very specific, so it's the pond. This means any old pond. Okay. Number 6. A. Jackie frantically shuffled through her coin purse. Jackie hoped to find another quarter. All right, this out. Shuffle. To shuffle. Shuffling. All right. Frantically shuffling through her coin purse, comma. Jackie hoped to find another quarter. All right, number 7. The teacher relied on Mark's ability to count accurately. B. The teacher had Mark tally up the scores. Okay, well, this teacher out. To rely. Relying. Relying on Mark's ability to count accurately, comma, the teacher had him tally up the scores. Number 8. A. Tom felt hungry. B. Tom went into the kitchen and opened up the fridge. This Tom out. To feel, feeling. Feeling hungry, comma, Tom went into the kitchen and opened up the fridge. Number 9. This man was poor. This man didn't spend much money on clothes. This man out. To be, being. Being poor, comma, this man didn't spend much money on clothes. Number 10, A. These kids knew that their mom was coming home. B. These kids cleaned the flat. These kids out. To know. Knowing. Knowing that their mom was coming home, comma, these kids cleaned the flat. 11. A. Frank whispered on his phone in bed. Frank thought that his younger brother was still asleep. Is Frank out? To whisper. Whispering. Whispering on his phone in bed, comma, Frank thought that his younger brother was still asleep. Number 12, A. The gang of soccer players whistled to themselves. B. The gang of soccer players walked down the road. This out. To whistle. Whistling. Whistling to themselves, comma, the gang of soccer players walked down the road. 13A. My dad put on his jacket. My dad left the house for work. Out. To put. Putting. Putting on his jacket, comma, my dad left the house for work. All right, the sentences need combining, making one sentence into a present participle phrase. 1. Having removed his glasses, the professor shook his head with disappointment. 2. At noon, I saw Arthur running for the bus. 3. Paul loved his boxing gloves, even wearing them to bed. 4. My mom is next to the woman wearing a red hat. 5. I know of the pond teeming with fish. 6. Frantically shuffling through her coin purse, Jackie hoped to find another quarter. 7. Relying on Mark's ability to count accurately, the teacher had him tally up the scores. 8. Feeling hungry, Tom went into the kitchen and opened up the fridge. 9. Being poor, the man didn't spend much money on clothes. 10. Knowing that their mom was coming home, these kids cleaned the flat. 11. Whispering on his phone in bed, Frank thought that his younger brother was still asleep. 12. Whistling to themselves, the gang of soccer players walked down the road. 13. Putting on his jacket, my dad left for work. Okay, kids, thank you for watching this video. Now I need you to do a big favor for me. I want you to like this video. And I want you to leave a comment for me. I want you to write, "Thank you, Mr. Radisha," and then leave your English name. Really appreciate it. Thanks.